Alrighty, y'all, what's happening? Today I'm going to talk to you about the Veggetti from Ontel. This is a nifty little invention, let me tell you that. It's a fun little gift that I got from some of the guys at work. They know that I love pasta, and they also, girlfriend, she's a vegan, and so they were like, hey, what can we get them? Something like, cheap and funny that they can use. What they didn't realize is that this thing actually works really well, and I actually really love it. I love making pasta at home, and I had never really thought of something like this before, and I think it's super cool. Essentially, you can turn your vegetables into spaghetti, or like, kind of like a fettuccine, really depending on what side you use. We'll get into that. But yeah, it basically turns vegetables and things into pasta, which is, great. Especially if you're trying to cut down on carbs, make pasta that's a bit healthier for you. Also, you would be surprised to know, maybe, that you can make spaghetti from quite a few things. As of now, I've made it from zucchini, I've made it from squash, I've made it from potatoes, although I'm sure there are like 100 more things that you could really make, spaghetti from if you tried and experimented with this thing. But that's what's so fun about it, is you can experiment with it, It's a lot of fun. It's really fun, actually. Cool little thing. You can also use this thing for making, pretty tasty stir fries. So even if you don't want it to be like a vegetable pasta substitute, if you make stir fries at all, this thing can really like cut vegetables into like those thin noodle shapes. So that's always nice. It's built with a spiral slicer. It has these like dual stainless steel cutting blades, if you can kind of see in there. They're very, very thin. That's kind of the point, is like they're in the shape so they cut through it almost like a cheese grater would. You can kind of maybe see it better from the inside. So they have these dual stainless steel blades in there. The blades are labeled, so you have thin side and you have your thick side. So that really depends on how big you want your vegetable pasta to be. You can cut it in different ways, which is cool. It's just like it seems like a really practical way to build this thing. I really only use the side with the larger blades. Rarely use the other side, honestly. I think it just cuts things way too thin. Again, I've only really made the pasta stuff with this. I've never actually made stir fry, so maybe if I were to make stir fry, I would cut them smaller. But I can't really speak for the thin side. The thick side works really well. You just kind of have to get used to using it, But once you do, it is very, very simple. Essentially, you just put your veggies, so these both come with a lid. The lid is off on this side because I wanted to show you more of the inside on this side. You take the lid off, stick your vegetable in there. So you would cut the end off of like a cucumber or something, stick it inside, and then you basically just twist it. Give it a twisting motion, and it's going to work as like a spiral cheese grater. You're going to twist this, and you're also going to twist your veggie, and you're just going to watch the spirals just fly out of here. Not fly, but they're gonna fall out of there onto a plate or bowl or whatever. It can be a bit awkward at first before you get used to the turning. It's really just about getting into the flow of it. Once you do, I realized that if you kind of just do it like a screwdriver sort of motion, twist, 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 turn back, twist, 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 turn back, and it comes out really, really well, and it works nicely. The one thing I will say is probably the downside to this is that it is very difficult to clean, because obviously the blades are very small. Things, small particles of food can get trapped inside. So, cleaning it's not the most fun thing in the world. But what I typically do is I put it in I leave it soaking in hot water. So basically like a big bowl of hot water, just for a bit. Usually at the end while I'm still cooking. This will get all the mush out of the, kind of just break down all the food that's trapped in those blades. I don't have a dishwasher either, although I think you can put this in the dishwasher. I wouldn't see why not. I do have a little bristle brush, however, so I will take that. It's like a fine brush, and that helps to get in between the blades, and I just let it air dry. So, that's probably the best way to go about actually cleaning this thing. But yeah, if you're a lover of just like nifty, fun cookware, I would get this thing. It's, it's not a lifesaver by any means, but it can make something, make your cooking experience a lot more interesting. Again, this is the Veggetti from Ontel, O-N-T-E-L, and yeah, check it out, you guys. Make some veggie pasta. Alrighty, take it easy.